He's lousy. Hey, Master Rico. I would like to finish the cultist today. Which will probably take about 4 hours. Not counting any falling stars that might fall and hit him. He's got about 24,000 HP left, and we do about 1,000 every 10 minutes, so it's about 4 hours. So, thankfully, the game did not crash this time. Oh, interesting. The cultist doesn't have a hitbox when he's moving like that. Okay, I don't know where in the cycle we are, but okay. So the cultist does have the capability of doing some damage to us now with his ancient light attack. Which we will have to, you know, do a little bit of effort to avoid. I'm probably just not going to attack when he does that lightning attack. Yeah, the ancient light attack does deal damage, but we have enough sustain that I think we can just eat it and not care too much. I don't... So, with the lightning attack and with the purple ball attack, he stops doing the attack fairly early and then readjusts himself, and I don't want to go in to attack him during that period, because if he readjusts to above me during that, it'd be really problematic. It looks like the Ancient Light does anywhere from 50 to 100 damage, roughly, after defense. I'm excited to be done with the cultist. I think I'm probably going to do a lot of the pillars off-screen, for a reason that I would hope is obvious. They're going to take an obscene amount of time, and if I do that on stream, we're going to spend like just a phenomenal amount of time doing nothing whatsoever. But I'll probably like showcase how I do it on stream. Like go, oh, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna trap the enemies in this way and kill them, and then finish doing it off stream like for the other 100 times. Part of the reason I started a couple minutes early today is I've got a chicken pot pie that I'm cooking tonight. I love chicken pot pie. But I plan to cook it at around 5. I've got some chicken in the slow cooker that I'm gonna... chicken and some vegetables in the slow cooker that I'm gonna shred and, you know, put in the pie, when the time comes. And I wanted... They're gonna be done a little after 4. Well, I cooked chicken pot pie in the cooking stream. I have not decided what I'm gonna cook during the cooking stream. The problem with the chicken pot pie, cooking it, is that, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to cook. Like, you make a pie and then you put it in the oven. Like, I feel like to have a cooking stream be interesting, it would have to be cooking something, like, on the stovetop. Or just cook it. Because, like, if you're throwing something in the oven to bake for an hour, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see here, he just do what cooking shows do and have stuff prepared. But like the thing that like cooking shows have the advantage of being able to this song kind of loud. Cooking shows they can be edited, right? Like, you don't have to sit there and wait for an hour for the food that they're cooking to be done. Give you something interesting to look at, not this piece of shit. I mean, what do you expect me to do? Like, I usually try to do the remaining one half in one stream. Yeah. I can't look off screen. This requires a lot of focus. I shouldn't have teleported there. There's not really much I could put on screen. Has a Phantasm Dragon spawned? Not during this attempt. We would die if a Phantasm Dragon spawned. That's why this requires a lot of focus, is, we have to put in a lot of effort to make sure that, no dragon shows up. And I just can't really look away, to, like, watch something together. Nor do I really know what. I mean, like, I could put videos on screen, but I wouldn't really be talking over them because I wouldn't be able to watch them. And I feel like that kind of, you know, defeats the whole watching things together if I can't watch it. It would just be the same as just watching a video. Like, yeah, I mean, this just isn't very, interesting to do because it's doing the same thing for, like, geez, 8 hours? I think is how long this fight will take by the end of it. You know, with a lot of these fights, I was able to do other things. I think hardcore 1 HP with invisible enemies is doable? No. That's basically saying, hardcore 1 HP, but at, like, literally any given point in time, you could just instantly die. Pretty much. Like, hardcore 1 HP is already really difficult to do, but not being able to see enemies? No, I don't really see that being very feasible. Well, I mean, you can heal worms. But, like, an enchanted sword or the, other things possible, just luck-based and stupid hard. Okay, But, like, by that logic, like, anything is technically possible. But, like, in terms of plausibility, no, it's not plausible. I assume what they ask during that is it plausible to do? Because, yes, you could argue that technically anything is possible. Hell, you could play the entire game and nothing would spawn if you had God tier RNG. And things just decided not to spawn, I think. Like, yeah, sure, Dream Speedrun was technically possible, but, like, no, it's not. No, Brain would honestly be one of the easier bosses. He's very predictable. Okay. When the crazy cult leader makes the clones, what does the yellow circle symbol say? I don't think it says anything. It's not in a real language, I don't think. It's just some design that looks cool. I mean, you could... I feel like the more reasonable challenge there would just be 1 HP with invisible enemies, rather than 1 HP hardcore. Because given enough attempts, like, you could brute force your way through things. But, like, having to do the entire game all in 1 attempt with invisible enemies, I just don't see that happening. Can't even do Master Hardcore. I mean, Hardcore is... It requires a very different skill set from playing the game normally. Like, just because you're good at playing the game regularly doesn't necessarily mean you're good at playing Hardcore. You have to... What were the conditions of my 1 HP Hardcore playthrough that I did? I don't understand the question. What do you mean conditions? Well, you just don't go to the hard mode dungeon, Charmeleon. There's Master for the Worthy. I did a bunch of different attempts at it. I think I started in Master for the Worthy, but then after a while, went down to Expert mode because Master for the Worthy is just annoying. What does cultist say? He doesn't say anything. It's not a real word that he says. It's just, like, garbled gibberish. I mean, honestly, the most difficult parts of 1 HP hardcore are the fact that, it actually became a lot easier in 1.4.4 now that I think about it. No, this is on expert mode. What are you saying, my opinion? Nothing. I just said. 1 HP hardcore became, maybe not a lot easier, but a fair bit easier in 1.4.4 with the addition of Shimmer. That allows you to reforge your weapons, by Shimmer forging them. Obviously you couldn't reforge accessories because you don't have access to a Tinkerer table. But being able to reforge your weapons is a pretty big benefit. Okay. I'm probably going to start the Moonlord. Oh, jeez. Shimmery Forging can be kind of expensive, though. What? Am I even planning to do Moonlord? Yeah. Why would I not? Seems like it'd be kind of silly to come all the way here and then not do the Moonlord. In my experience in Shimmer Forging, there has never been a point in time where it's taken more than a couple minutes tops to get the reforge that I want. It costs you your limited life on this earth. Everything you do does. It also costs time to farm money to reforge things. It's literally your only option to reforge things. Because you cannot get the goblin in 1 HP. Because you can't ever fight goblins. If you want to reforge things, you have to, you'd have to use Shimmer. The reason for that is that the Goblin Invasion requires 200 HP to be able to be summoned. And that's not doable. It looked like there was a spot in the Ancient Light Attack where you could just stand and they wouldn't hit you. Hey, Udu. The Goblin Tinker was successful in simply entering hard mode? No. In order to summon a Goblin Invasion, you need to have 200 HP. Pirates also require 200 HP. There's no situation you can fight Goblins or Pirates if you have less than 200 HP. Now, it's one thing about having them spawn naturally with a Shadow Orb or whatever. Can't you also craft the thing? You cannot use the Goblin Battle Standard if you have less than 200 HP. You have to have 200 HP in order to summon goblins. It doesn't matter if you have the item or not. It doesn't come up very often because there's very few points in time where you intentionally limit your HP. You know, outside of challenges like that, it doesn't really come up, but anytime you limit your HP to below 200, one of the main challenges is the fact that you just do not have access to the Goblin Tinkerer. Which means you cannot combine accessories and you cannot reforge accessories. You know, I think of that in maybe multiplayer with a lot of players. How long have we been killing cultists already? 4 hours, I think, this attempt. We had one failed attempt that was like an hour long. It'll probably be another 3 hours 40 minutes or so. We do about 1,000 damage every 10 minutes, so you can extrapolate our time to kill based off of that. Now, if we have any falling stars hit, we had 2 falling stars hit yesterday, which was pretty surprising. Any falling stars are going to shave off about 10 minutes. The reason falling stars hitting was surprising is because the only situation a falling star can hit the cultist is this right here. the couple seconds he spends right there, that's the only point in time where a falling star can hit him. Since this is on Don't Dig Up, the falling stars will kill us, which is why they're not set up in a way that would be able to hit him all the time. Also, it's very inconvenient because falling stars can hit the clones during the clone phase. So you really don't want falling stars falling all over the place during the cultist fight. Any plans for the Steam sale? If Dead Cells is on sale, I'll probably pick it up. Has the Steam sale started yet? Or is it starting in a day or two? I don't remember. It's against the rules, you have to restart, so lame, damn, everyone kill cults falling stars. Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Because I am the rules. I make the rules. I decide what's valid and what's not. God, hearing the waterfront facility threat theme really just reminds me of the shoreline threat theme, which really just reminds me of the point in time I spent like an hour when we were doing that expedition in Rainworld on the dance pad. That I tried to get up the tunnel to where the pink pearl is with the wall jumps. But yeah, the cultist is in his second phase not quite as predictable as his first phase because of as you can see, his attack cycle is not completely consistent here. He chooses to swap out attacks for the Ancient Light and Ancient Doom somewhat randomly, as far as I can tell. Which makes him a little bit more difficult to read. He has like 100 streams already. Have I finished Terraria on the dance pad? Yes. We did Terraria on the dance pad. We did Hollow Knight on a dance pad, including the Path of Pain and Nightmare King Grim. We did Stardew Valley on a dance pad. We played Spore on a dance pad briefly. We did Elden Ring on a dance pad. We did Rainworld on a dance pad. How close are you to pulling a muscle during any of the dance pad videos? I don't think I came close doing any of them. I don't ever remember that being a thing that felt like it was gonna happen. Good way to lose weight? I don't need to lose weight. Hey, Quaxy. I weigh like 125 pounds. I don't need to lose weight. I'm doing alright, Quaxy. I'm glad that today is probably going to be the last day of the Lunatic Cultist. Am I sure that I'm glad given the pillars are up next? The pillars are gonna suck. But exactly how much they're gonna suck remains to be seen. Like I said, I think Vortex and Stardust probably won't be too bad, because those enemies can be trapped and farmed very easily. It's really Nebula and Solar that are pretty shitty. I have a really stuffy nose today. down here. But yeah, like there, he didn't do the ice attack at all. Because they're swapping it out for the other attacks. And yeah, our setup right now is Hollowed Mask, Beetle Shell, Beetle Pants, Hero Shield, Berserker's Glove, Fleshed Knuckies, Fin Wings, and a Cross Necklace. All the things are reforged rewarding for an extra 20 points of defense. This is on Expert Mode, despite what the number of accessory slots might lead you to believe. I didn't kill the Wall of Flesh on Expert Mode, so we never got a Demon Heart. So we're down an accessory slot. And yeah, we just have Iron Skin, Regen, and a well-fed buff. A medium well-fed buff, not a major one. Gonna be how do those nebula floaters trying to suck me all the time? Yeah. Honestly, what's probably gonna happen is trying to spawn and lead over like predictors, or also brain suckers are the ones that suck, not nebula floaters. Maybe evolution beasts, probably just predictors though, and just kill them one at a time. Hey, no. And then after the... Honestly, the thing I'm more concerned about with the pillars is finding out how to actually deal damage to the pillar itself. I feel like that's going to be trickier. Because we can whittle down the enemies over time, especially if we have a bed. Running into the hardest and easiest pillar. Vortex would probably be the easiest. Hardest, I think, is probably going to be Nebula. Nebula's enemies are not ground-based for the most part. Which really makes them not easy. To hit with a lawnmower. Halfway through? A little over halfway now, but yeah. We started today halfway through, so after about half an hour is where we're at now. You know, minus the starting period of time. Don't all the pillars float? They do, Shark Tails, yeah. As a result, I'm not entirely sure how well we're going to be able to approach them and attack them. Even though they're underground, they still, like, blow, don't they? I don't remember too clearly. It's been a minute. This is on the remix seed, Lemon SG. Would it be against the rules to summon Queen Bee and make her spam bees for extra damage? Yes. Queen Bee grossly outdamages the Lawnmower. I mean... Could you move them to the surface if need be? Well, I'd have to get horizontal to them, right next to them, and then attack them there. What's the remix seed? Have you done 1.4.4, Doctor? Lunatic cultist almost dead? I think almost is generous. Yeah, also known as don't dig up. Halfway? I wouldn't call halfway almost. Like, if I'm eating a sandwich and I've eaten half the sandwich, I wouldn't say I'm almost done with my sandwich. No, I'm almost done with my cultist, yeah. I have to finish my cultist before I can eat dessert. That's what Mom said. I made a 7,000-foot sandwich world record featuring Mr. Beast. What? I don't really know anything about Mr. Beast except for the fact that, oh wait, fuck. Okay, I'm good. I almost, flipped up there. Is that he just, like, has money. And that's, like, it. Like, who is Mr. Beast? Oh, he's that guy that has money. What are his videos about? Money. That's it. Daily mowing for cultists for better health? Yeah, it's important to do it daily so you can build the habit. It's really easy to fall out of practice. He has money and he does challenges for free money and everybody copies him. Money. I'm reading chat too much. Mr. Beast that did the Million Trees Challenge? What is the Million Trees Challenge? Mr. Beast's vids are kind of like a children's show. I mean, that's the vibe that I got from, like, thumbnails and things. It's largely geared towards children and a younger audience. getting people to plant trees. I'd really appreciate some falling stars hitting the cultist. Let's say the magic word. I'm not gonna beg for these falling stars. They're either gonna hit him or they're not. I have dignity. People paid money to get some trees, and after that charity thing was over, he planted them. Okay. Imagine screaming at screen, "Hey guys, it's Sorbet Cafe, and today we're going to tickle cultist until he fucking dies?" Did I miss something? Is that what Mr. Beast does? It's a Mr. Beast reference. He always screams at the start, things like that. Okay. I feel like I brought the energy, right? With my delivery of that line. Did I sound like Mr. Beast when I said it? I don't know. I can't really... Like, I get why people do it, but like that fake YouTuber energy that a lot of people have, I can't stand that. Kind of like a very long YouTube short. What does that mean? I don't watch YouTube shorts. Just desperately trying to keep your attention for 10 minutes instead of 1. Ah, I see. Vsauce has some decent shorts. I have some decent shorts. They're shorts. They're not underwear. They're shorts. They're shorts. They're shorts. Yes, TM and WG. They're shorts. They're shorts. Almost past 20k. Are they very attention grabbing? Apparently. You have to get murdered, but you don't even like wearing shorts. I only like wearing shorts in certain environments. Usually if my legs are shaved. And indoors. I don't really like wearing shorts outdoors. I like pants. Yeah. Keep sneezing a lot. Well, and I don't really like being exposed to the sun that much. You hate bugs? What did you just say about scurry? Okay, no, spiders are cool. Why did music stop? Video paused. Yeah, scurry is your friend. I hate bugs. I like scurry. No, I mean, it depends on the bug. Like, isopods are really cool. I like isopods a lot. Slugs are pretty cool. Although I guess they're more of like mollusks, but... There's tongue-eating things? Isopods? No. Isopods are like roly-polies. I have a bunch of isopods in my gecko's enclosure. They're the little, bugs that, like, break down waste and decomposing matter. I love isopods. I'm not sure what tongue... I don't know what you're referring to. Do you mean something like a proboscis? Like a hummingbird? But no, spiders are cool. I like spiders. Spiders just want a vibe. Except for pregnant ones. I hate pregnant spiders. No. No, not that. TMNWG. I think it depends where you see this spider. Like, anything unexpected moving in a place where you're not expecting there to be a spider, you know, it could be an initial spooky reaction, but usually once I see it's a spider, it'll be like, oh, okay, it's a spider. I'll just, you know, put him in a cup and bring him outside or something. Move him somewhere else. Like, do I want a spider crawling around in my pillow? No, but I mean, if I see it, I'm not gonna kill it. I'm just gonna move it somewhere else. Spiders are fun. There aren't really that many, there's not that much fauna that, like, I hate. Like, yeah, bugs are probably the most annoying, but it depends on the bug. Like, ants and fire ants, get the fuck out of here. Roaches and, yeah, mosquitoes, flies. Like, yeah, those all suck, but there's also insects or, microfauna that's really cool. Like, I like isopods a lot. You know, mollusk type things. They're not insects, but a lot of people kind of lump them together. You know, snails, slugs, scrubs. Cricket's pretty cool. Cicadas are really cool. It all depends on what it is. I don't really minded houseflies that much. I don't like houseflies at all. Snails eat a lot. Yeah, but they're cool. Worms are really cool. I got really excited the other day when I had some flowers in a pot outside that I was putting in the ground, and I lifted up one of the pots, and there was a like really big worm underneath the pot. Flies don't do anything, they just chill in your house. Yeah, but they, like, make it annoying if, like, you're trying to eat food and there's, like, a fly around. Because, like, they might fly in the food or shit. Those would be cool, but they're pests. Yeah, that's fair. There was this frog outside yesterday, last night, that just looked really cool. It had, most of the frogs in this area are, like, darker colors or more toad-like. This was, like, a frog that had, like, white spots on it. It was really cool looking. Yeah, I like frogs a lot. There were a lot of frogs around my house. Like, I can go out at pretty much any time of day and find a bunch of frogs. They're just, like, sitting in the mulch outside. When I was planting the, replanting the plants, there were frog holes in the pots. You hate cicadas? Why? The noise? Cicadas just, like, sleep 90% of the time, and then, like, they wake up however often it is, and then you just go back to sleep for a long period of time. Who told you that, TM and WG? Where did you receive that information? Wouldn't touch it. Those frogs cause diarrhea. I don't generally touch wildlife. That's just irresponsible. It stresses them out for no reason. Baby deers and bears is fine. Well, there aren't really too many situations where I would interact with a baby deer and or bear. You can pet anything at least once. No, because there are some things that won't let you get close enough to pet them or touch them. You live in a dense urban area and you've seen a deer once and another time a moose. Do you live in like Canada or like northern US? How do you plan to do Moonlord? We'll figure that out when we get to Moonlord. I'm in Europe in a big city. There are moose in Europe? I thought those were North American megafauna. You need to take another 2 hours or so. Probably 3 hours. I mean, in the past hour, we've done about 6,000 damage, and we have to do 18,000 damage, so. There's one time when you were younger, you were at a wedding, and a cicada landed on your lap and scared the shit out of you. That's where you hate cicadas. I mean, live and learn. Right? I mean, you don't have to carry that grudge with you through your whole life. You can learn to forgive the cicadas. Moose live in the Arctic Circle, so it's a bunch of places like Norway, Russia, Northern EU, Canada. Huh, interesting. I'd only, I was only familiar with the, North American ones. I've seen a flock of moose. No. When I lived in the northern U.S., I wasn't in a part of the U.S. that really had many moose. I have not had occasion to, see a moose. Moose are so fucking scary. Yeah, they're chonky boys. They can break cars. A lot of things can break cars. But yeah, they are very scary animals, and they are not something you want to drive into. In the moose versus cow fight, the cow doesn't typically win. Now, the moose might not necessarily win either, but walking away from a moose accident is, not always too likely. I need to blow my nose. Okay. God damn, if we had been a second faster, I don't even know if it would have been feasible to do it in time with the clone attack, but we could have potentially had a falling star hit him there. It fell in the right spot, it was just a moment too early. But they didn't summon a dragon? I don't think it's very... Like, he's only going to summon a dragon if I mess up. And I'm rather good at not making mistakes, as long as I can keep my focus up. The only situation in which he would summon a dragon is if we made a mistake. The only reason we'd make a mistake is if we lost focus, for whatever reason. Okay. That's the 1 hour mark, and we've done just over 6,000 damage, so we're still on the 1,000 damage every 10 minutes track. It seems like we're actually doing a little more than 1,000 damage every 10 minutes. Not much more, but just a little. Ah, keep sneezing. I'm really excited about my chicken pot pie tonight. I really like chicken pot pie. I want to play more Rain World, but I don't know what to do in Rain World, because... Was that a sneeze? Did I just casually... That was... What do you mean? That was a sneeze. What was weird about it, Zeko? Casually... What? Do you not sneeze like that? Yeah, realistically, the Moonlord is probably going to be a lot like the cultist here, although I can probably be more liberal with performing activities during the Moonlord. Like, if I mess up during the Moonlord, he just heals a little bit. If I mess up during the cultist, I die. So there's more wiggle room with the Moonlord, so I could do potentially some things, but I certainly won't be able to do anything like reading. So we'll have to think about what I can do during that. Oops. Raising out a wiggle worm, that's a fun trinket. That's the one that makes your tears go in like an S shape, right? It's been a while since I played Isaac. Am I killing the cultist this stream? I intend to. Holy shit, it's no significant harassment with the no significant, Clobby cover. Something. No Signobby cover. I don't know. Look, I invoke my right of the Fifth Amendment to avoid answering that question. Is this the fastest I can make it? This is the fastest I can safely kill the cultist. I mean, I could be more reckless with trying to fight him, but that would increase the odds of, you know, making a mistake, and if we make a mistake, we die. Put something by the side, something interesting to watch? What? What do you expect me to put there? And like, you could just like, I can't watch it with you. Like, I can't look at it. It's not like we'd be watching something together. No, I'm not putting fucking Subway Surfers on the bottom of the screen. Subway Surfers is a shit game. Subway Surfers sucks. The Bismarck is here? Oh, okay. I need to end the stream. Bismarck doesn't even know who you are, Clover. You heard me. You don't even know who Clover are. You're like that one guy in the Discord server that wasn't sure if Clover was male or female. No, I know who Clover are. I play Gordon's Meat Escape or whatever with Clover in Roblox. No, you did not play that. You did not play that. You were not there. You were not there when the chef shit his pants. Look, Bismo, you were not there when the chef shit his pants. You understand? Are you listening to me? Motherfucker, you were not there when the chef shit his pants. You weren't. You were not there. I didn't see the movie Robots? No, I don't really watch movies very much. I don't like movie theaters. Are you training for Wyvern to spawn now? We're too low for Wyverns to spawn. We're actually not that far off the surface. I just carved out the area. Robots was okay, it had Ewan McGregor. What's the plot of the movie? Robots? You returned to live chat for making your clip? Yeah, we're not in space. We're on the Don't Dig Up seed, Amethyst. So everything looks like it's in space. And it's low gravity because of the Don't Dig Up seed on the surface. But we're not actually very high on the surface. Clover, what are your thoughts on chicken pot pie? You know you've never had it? What a sad, sad life you must live. Young robot goes to the big city and ends up fighting evil corporation that's literally Apple. Guess what? Chicken butt. Is chicken pot pie the only thing that could make my life not sad? Yes. Yes. I don't think you had chicken pot pie either. You all have sad so it's like a pie, right? But inside there's chicken. Right? Not a big fan of chicken pot pie. What the fuck did you just say, Bismarck? Okay, hold on. I need to ban Bismarck. Is it normal? This is on expert mode. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I don't speak that language. Was the chicken prepared in a pot? I'm preparing it in a crock pot. I'm slow cooking the chicken. I'm gonna put it in the pie. And then you put in, like, chicken broth and, like, milk. And then, like, you got, like, you simmer that and like reduce it down to make it a bit thicker, and then like you put the chicken in that, and then you got like carrots and like, you know, some onions and like some other things. I'm not putting peas in there. I'm just having the carrots and the chicken. Yo, falling star. Like you put that in the pie and then you bake it for like an hour. You'd rather have a fricassee? What the hell's a fricassee? I don't know what that is. Is this some European thing? Is chicken pot pie slander prohibited in chat now? It made me lose all respect I had for Bismarck, which admittedly was, wasn't very much to begin with, but I'm not going to tolerate that from him. God, these stars keep coming real close. I had a fricassee? I don't know what it is. What is it? It's a stew made with pieces of meat that have been browned in butter and then served in a sauce flavored with the cooking stock. No, I haven't had that. It's Hungarian for Goat King. Oh shit, they're royalty? I didn't realize. Don't tell me how to live my life, Phantom. I only take that from Lucy. There's tons of quotes and don't stow, just a few in Terraria. Yeah. My favorite challenge that I've done? In Terraria, or just like in any game in general, or what? Okay, book 15k. In Terraria. It's a good question. I liked the brain suck loop blindness a lot. That was really fun. I'll send you back there again. Then don't slander chicken pot pie. Do I like when dies? No. No, I'm not very familiar with when dies. How do you pronounce it then, Bismarck? Wendy's nuts fit in your mouth? Can I show my loadout? Yeah, sure. Hollowed mask, beetle, chest plate, beetle pants, hero shield, berserker's glove, flesh knucky, fin wings, cross necklace. I mean, I don't know mana. I mean, I would say mana is either pronounced mana or mana, not mana. Why didn't I use the Golem Extra Mode drop? Because it's not as good as any of my other things that I have. Longstar? Ah, it was close. Oh, by the way, Bismarck, do you know what mothballs smell like? You don't? Oh, okay. When is the stream projected to end? When the cultist dies. I mean, it was just asking a question, Bismarck. You know a lot about balls? Yeah, I bet you do. I'd like to stream the next couple days. I think one of those days is probably going to be demonstrating how I'm going to kill the pillars. But that'll probably leave another stream up in the air. I'll see if there's anything good on the Steam summer sale. I stream Roblox obbies with fans. I could. I am capable of doing that. Steam sale is a go. Anything good on sale? Yakuza 0? I've never played a Yakuza game before. Halos I will probably do off stream, Charmeleon. Like, they are just going to be so obscenely boring. Like, they're not. Dead Sales is half off, $12.49. Okay, I could go for it at $12.49. I think. 'Disco Elysium is only $10. You guys remind me of literal children at like recess, like 4th graders at recess. That is the vibe you give off. Yakuza bundle is Yakuza 0, 2. Is that like a level? Don't buy Disco Elysium on Steam because the publishers are not very nice. What's wrong with them? Zero through 2. Oh, okay. Gotten of Bonbon 2, 3 are 20% off. Were those real words that you just said? I feel like I just had a stroke reading that. I've never heard of its echo, no. Satisfactory is 45% off? Why would I buy Satisfactory when I have Factorio? I don't need another factory sim. That just sounds like a waste of money. Cookie Clicker is 40% off? Cookie Clicker, I played like a decade ago on some Flash website for free. Why would I pay money for it? I don't think that's a game, Phantom. And if it's supposed to be a joke, it's not. Kind of missed your mark. But what was wrong with the Developers Club? I don't know if you had said that. I don't think I saw. Unless you're writing out what the issue is. Or the publisher, rather, not the developers. My Neighbor's Lonely Wife 2 is only $9 on Steam. So this is what you play in your free time. I guess that makes sense. I'm not too surprised. No, we're still at like 14,000. I mean, we're at 13,700, which is not really that close to 13,000. After the game was published, Zaum was like, lol, screw off. And she got rid of a bunch of people, lawsuit ensues, Zaum wins rights over the game to the people who made it. So like the publisher screwed over the devs. And like fired them. Is that... You had to check on the Colonel Sanders dating sim. I'm not going to buy the Colonel Sanders dating sim. It's just KFC propaganda. If I buy it for me, would I play it? No, it's KFC propaganda. So where, if you wanted to play the game, would you buy it then? Clover. Are you suggesting like pirating it? Going through a third-party key seller? What would be the alternative if not buying it on Steam? I just started to realize that KFC and Wendy's Twitter accounts aren't funny. I mean, like, there was a period of time where, like, the people running the Wendy's Twitter account was novel and entertaining years ago. I mean... if you wanted to get something like that in a way that hurt the publisher, the decision to do that would probably be to go through a third-party key seller online, like G2A or something, which is of questionable ethics, but is legal. What are you doing, Phantom? Fuck shit. Fuck shit. Fuck shit, Kufskser. Don't mind me. What? You sure the patience I had? Just... Put something entertaining on? Go watch something else if you don't want to be here. Yeah, for some reason, YouTube defaults to top chat, which is dumb. Yeah, watching short-form content really destroys your attention span. Things on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, even just regular YouTube videos that are really fast-paced. A lot of online media is designed in a way that absolutely kills people's attention span. Even just, like, things on social media. If you think of, like, browsing through Reddit or Twitter, or Facebook, just going post to post, watching short videos, it really messes with your ability to focus on things for an extended period of time. Find there's over 200 games on their wish list. I don't, like, ever use my Steam wish list. I think there was a point in time where I put, like, 1 or 2 games on it that I just wanted to look at later, but... 2,000? What the fuck? You have like 8 games on it because you just keep track of things you want. You just use it like a wish list. And yeah, I mean, it can be really hard to break the loop that you've been conditioned for with short-form content. If you feel like your attention span has been destroyed and you struggle to be patient or do things for a long period of time if there's not constantly something happening. But I feel like that's why a lot of people nowadays struggle with being patient or doing things for long periods, is just because a lot of the content they digest is designed in a way that encourages rapid consumption of content and constant stimulation. Cruelty Squad is only $10? I don't know what Cruelty Squad is. Look at it on Steam for a sec. No. I'm in the middle of fighting the Lunatic cultist with a lawnmower. I'm not going to Alt-Tab and look at Steam to go look at a game. Your attention span issues, use Ritalin. When I get a chance. But you could just tell me what it is. Okay, you could have just said that. That makes perfect sense. Why would you not just say that, Bismarck? Those squad is trippy good over FPS games in the Biopunk universe. To be fair, 5 minutes into the game, spoilers are still... Like, when I played Sekiro for the first time, I didn't know that, like, you lost your hand. Or arm. Despite that being, like, all over all the promotional content and, like, the... cover of the game. Those arrived? Yeah, that's solar eclipse in the don't dig up and get fixed boy seeds because there's no sun, so there's not a solar eclipse. So it just says that message instead. It's identical to a regular solar eclipse. It just, because there's no sun, it doesn't say a solar eclipse is happening. Most textures were legit drawn in paint. Damn. Let's fight as fast than you expected it to be. Well, this is the third day of doing it, but yeah, we do about 1,000 damage every 10 minutes, so in total, it'll be about 8 hours for the fight. However, we did have an unsuccessful attempt, and falling stars also interrupted things, so in total, we'll probably have been fighting the cultist for 9.5 hours, which is less time than the twins took, but is still pretty considerable. The cultist is much more difficult than the twins, though. Like, this requires a lot of focus, because if I summon a Phantasmal Dragon, I die. How can I do one fight over multiple days? Pause the game. I don't need too much because different people like different things, but Float Squad is 97% Steam rating. Yeah, people also told me that Pizza Tower was like one of the best rated games on Steam, and I did not like Pizza Tower at all. So, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. People say Omori is good, yet it's the most horrible game you've ever seen. I have not played Omori. I've heard it's good. I don't really know much about it, though. Nor do I want to, on the off chance that I do play it. Let's go as a meme game. Is it a meme game? It didn't sound like a meme game based on what I had heard from other people's descriptions. Like quite a lot of Omori. It's pretty good so far, but you need to refresh your subscription to continue to play. You have to pay a subscription to play it? Is it like an MMO? Oh, so you have like Game Pass or something. I see you, Quuxy. Oh god, I can smell the chicken in my slow cooker. God, it smells good. I can't wait to slap that in a pie and pot it. And put it in the oven. I don't know. I'm not a fan of things like Game Pass. I don't like subscription and tenuous ownership of games. I'm not even the biggest fan of buying digital copies of games. Like on Steam. But it's rather difficult to get physical copies of PC games. But paying for the ability to just like rent something, or temporary ownership, I'm really not big on. You get something like Game Pass to try a game for a month or two and then buy the real thing. Yeah, but I mean, Steam gives you refunds within 2 hours. By the Xbox Game Pass, you can play Silksong when it comes out on a worse platform. Bold of you to assume Silksong's coming out. Like, in general, I think if I were to get Game Pass, I would end up... How much is Game Pass? Like, how much does it cost per month? €9, like 10 bucks. 10 bucks a month. I feel like that's more than I spend buying games on a monthly basis usually. Like, I don't really buy that many games. And that's essentially just convincing me to continue paying somebody money. I don't like subscription-based models. And yeah, delayed games are not always good. Because being delayed is typically a sign of a developmental problem. And sometimes that extra development time allows that problem to be alleviated. Sometimes it's an indication that the game is just shit. Like, if you look at, like, I don't know, Cyberpunk 2077, that game got delayed, and you know what happened on release? Game was shit. It was an indication that development was going like ass. And that when the game finally came out, they didn't have time to fix the problems. They fixed some problems, but, like, it still sucked. It's delayed, it's awesome. If it comes out on time, it sucks. No, there are plenty of games that release on time that didn't suck. Bubblegum, Phantom, not a condom. I don't know how you got a condom out of that. Yo, another falling star, goddamn. Todd Howard is just saying that to justify the fact that it's taking them, like, a decade to make the Elder Scrolls 6 or something. And all of the other, like, their games get delayed a lot and they're buggy on release and things like that. Like... Like, a lot of people have this romanticized thought that, like, oh yeah, all the developers need is more time to make a game good, or, you know, it's the publisher fucking with developers and, like, oh, they're not giving them enough time to do what they want, or, you know, they canceled the game and the developers really had a good idea for what was going on. But, like, a lot of the times, games are, delayed with good reason, and sometimes the delay, like, regardless whether it's delayed or not, the game's still gonna suck. Like, no amount of time with the developers is going to fix some of the flaws at its core, or it would just take such an obscene amount of time that it's not feasible to do. And, like, sometimes games get released on time, but, like, more development time wouldn't have fixed it. And this happens a lot with games that get cancelled, is people thinking that, you know, a game that gets cancelled would have been really incredible because of the potential that it had. But usually, if a game gets cancelled, it probably wasn't going to be that good to begin with. Yeah, deleted content is similar. Like, yeah, it's possible that, you know, the company was going under and they had a really good game in the works and it could have been really good, or, you know, a project got snubbed before they got to see its real potential, but most of the time, if the game got cancelled, it probably wasn't very good. You know, one of the big examples that I hear a lot is talking about, like, Terraria Otherworld. Like, Terraria Otherworld probably would not have been that good. Because, like, it was being outsourced to a different studio to develop, and it had a lot of development issues, and then it got cancelled. Like... Half-Life 2 beta was going to be so much better than what we got. I'd say the OST. I mean, like, when we were listening to the Otherworld OST the other day, I didn't really think it was that good, honestly. Like, I don't know, I just didn't really like the Otherworld tracks that much, because we listened to the entire Otherworld soundtrack, when we were, and then we immediately listened to the Terraria soundtrack right after that. And, like, comparing the two, the Otherworld soundtrack just had a very different vibe to it, and some of the soundtracks on it were pretty good, but, like, a lot of it felt very samey. I wasn't really vibing with all of the orchestral things, and, like, the chanting, and, like, it just wasn't really... I just didn't like listening to it as much. Holy shit! It's Sheer Ice Storm. Okay, broke 10k. Like, it was nice to listen to because it was novel, and new. But, like, I don't think it's better than the regular Terraria OST. It's just different. And so it mixes things up listening to it. Okay, we broke 10k. Might have already said that. Maybe an actually popular video will come out after these challenge streams are done. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I have popular videos. I don't know that I appreciate the implication of the word actually in there. Terraria Otherworld OST sounds like it was made for a Five Nights at Freddy's Terraria fan game. I'm not very familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's fan games. I can't really comment on that too much. There's this really nicely done fan game, One Night at Flumpty's. The fuck is a Flumpty? Flumpty Dumpty? Like the Humpy Boy? Sure hope the guy who made One Night at Flumpty's isn't a pedophile. Is that referencing something? Like, did he get, like, arrested for child pornography or something? I don't... He's a pedophile? Okay. What happened? Was he, like, messaging minors, or, like... What are the deets? He was grooming minors in the FNAF community. Yeah, it's... children being groomed by, not even necessarily charismatic figures, like, just people online that they might respect or look up to, is a really concerning issue. And it happens way too frequently. It doesn't even have to be micro celebrities, like, sometimes it can literally just be like a person that they kind of know in a Discord server or something. But it is more problematic with micro celebrities or people with followings online. This is part of why I don't really DM people that, or talk to people, like, that are under the age of 18 that much. Like, I don't really typically want to be friends with people that are under 18 that much. And so if people start, like, DM conversations or inviting me to calls or something, I usually just shut that down. And not always. Biggest example of that is, like, I hang out with Clover a lot, but, like, it's weird. You know, so many game devs turn out to be pedos, and it's comical. It is a concerningly, common turn of events, yeah. And it sucks, because, like, at that point, like, what do you do? There's an age differential. That is true. Everyone except me lost to you, Molly, when we did the obby. Yeah, Clover and Bismarck both lost to Molly at a Roblox obby. When Molly joined, like, after they were halfway done with it. I feel like what it is, to an extent, is people who have lived in these social bubbles or aren't necessarily very socially well adjusted, who have, like, followers and fans for the first time, and they don't know how to interact with that, and they end up going about it in a way that is completely inappropriate. But then again, some of the people are well adjusted and are just taking advantage of people who are young and inexperienced. It'd be nice to be able to find a reason to pinpoint why it happens, but at the end of the day, any of it's just speculation. Oh, I mean, I have friends that are, like, older than me. Like, I feel like I'd be fine vibing with anyone from the age of, like, even, like, you know, mid-teenagers, 16, 17 years old. I probably wouldn't, you know, hang out with them too much, but, like, in a Discord call or something. I have some friends that are, like, 28, 29. I'm 23. A lot of my friends are in, like, the, you know, 21, 22, 24, 25 range. But, I mean, I know some people that are a bit older, and, like, sometimes we don't always connect on all the things the same, but, like, we have hobbies in common, or, you know, they're fun to hang out with. Pro content creator tip, don't talk to anyone, yeah. It is weird. There are, you know, some people, it happens, you know, not too often, but it definitely has happened before, which is essentially the The Phantom, don't do that. Yeah, the people who have, like, a, like, parasocial relationship or think that I'm, like, a friend of theirs when they're just kind of, like, somebody that I know tangentially. Like, I would consider, like, you know, people that I hang out with in Discord calls a lot, like Bismarck, Marley, Clover. You know, like, I would say we're friends. You know, vibe, play games together sometimes. But, like, there are some people that will just, like, talk to sometimes in the Discord server. Or, like, you know, I get messages here and there. And, like, they'll want to try to initiate, like, lengthy conversations and discussions. And I'm just not interested. In Discord DMs. And it's just weird because sometimes you get, like, you know, repeated messages, from a person that you don't really want to talk to, but you also don't really want to be, you know, rude or tell them to fuck off. Even after, please don't, just, like, spam random emojis like this. That doesn't mean anything. It's just clogging up chat. Like that, one person I talked about in the private lounge, Bismarck, a little while ago. I still get DMs from them sometimes. Yeah. It's pretty much the same, Bismarck, yeah. Most people stop if you ignore them long enough. Tell that to my, my sister's ex-boyfriend. She, broke up with him almost a year ago. She still gets text messages from him. Yeah, it's a major skull emoji. She doesn't even really read them. She just, gives me her phone, and then I read them and we laugh at him. Yeah, it is more sad than anything else, but, like, at the same time, like, she has never responded to any of them. It'll be like, it's just, how did you catch when she broke up with him? Oh, the reason why she broke up with him was, so, just to get some context here, this guy was kind of just, like, a really lazy, well, that's pretty common in smaller streams, Baudic, is that the people who come frequently, are people that I would trust to give mod to, so, like, there are more people than are mods, because there aren't that many, you know, other people coming and going. Some of them are like that, Sharktails, yeah. But he was, and by the way, this is, if you're not experienced with relationships, you know, sometimes it can be hard to know what to do and what not to do. Pretty much everything I'm going to describe here is a good example of what not to do in a relationship. So he was a larger guy who had some health issues. He, I forget exactly what it was, but, like, he, for whatever reason, like, couldn't work and just, like, stayed home all day. And whatever. And, like, that sounds like it would be fine. So my sister bought a house, which was under market value by quite a bit, but it was a house that was, needed a lot of work. It was owned by this elderly lady, and she had died, in it. And, you know, the several years before she had passed away, you know, the house had fallen into a bit of disrepair. So it was, you know, not a bad house by any means, but it was something that needed work and repairs and things like that. And the idea was that, okay, he's home all day. He's not doing anything. I'm working to make money. You know, we can get this house and then he can fix it up and do work, paint jobs, things like that. He never did, like, any of it. In fact, she and I were still doing a lot of it, like, now. Because after they broke up is, a couple months after that's when I moved in with her. He would, instead of trying to, like, work or get a job or have an income or fix up the house, he would just spend all day playing, like, League of Legends, on his PC. And he would do it essentially just, like, all the time, playing video games, and his sleep schedule would be, like, super fucked. Like, he would be, like, staying up till 6 a.m. playing, League, all the time. And, you know, that's not ideal, but, like, you know, he would, another thing that he did, which my sister did not want to do, or did not want, is adopt a dog. She essentially agreed to adopt a dog, a rescue dog, under two conditions. The first is that it was, like, you know, not a, like, louder, more aggressive dog, because she doesn't really like those. And two is that he would take care of the dog, right? He would take the dog on walks, feed the dog, all of that stuff, because, you know, she's at work all the time. She's not able to do that. And if you couldn't guess, neither of those two things happened. He picked out a dog that was a larger, rather loud dog, and also, like, just refused to, like, take the dog on walks and things, so that she would have to, like, come home and then, like, take care of the dog. And the dog did not play very well with the cats that she had. But then the final straw, the reason they broke up was, he was adamant that their relationship was, you know, it was a little bit stressful with the both of them being there in the house, and that he needed to take a vacation to New York to go stay with a friend for, like, a week. You know, he was going to be staying with a guy that he met online. Just, you know, getting some time out, you know, clear his head, feelings, all that stuff. And of course she was paying for it, because he doesn't have a job. Yeah, it's really a well-deserved break. Except for the fact that upon returning from the trip, she learned two things. One, he was not staying with a guy friend. He was staying with a friend he had who was female, which he did not tell her. And two, this is the same friend that he, after the fact, she had discovered that he was having some interesting conversations with her online. But after being confronted about this, and her saying, like, hey, why are you, you know, doing all this sexy talk with this other girl online? But it's perfectly fine, because his justification was that it was just erotic roleplay. It wasn't real. No, it wasn't real, it was just role-playing. That was genuinely the justification for that he gave for that. What is it even about? No, my sister's ex-boyfriend. Sister failed OP. No one tell him what foreplay is? Yeah, don't be like him. And also, once you do break up with somebody, just for your own dignity, don't send them messages for weeks after the fact. Like, it's just humiliating. I feel like there's a period of time, like, I feel like, you know, you're really distraught, a relationship ends. I feel like there's a couple weeks where, like, it makes sense to be, like, really distraught. Maybe you send messages, you try to get in touch with them, but, like, you know, they're not replying. A month goes by. You stop. You certainly don't keep it up for, like, 10 months. Which is about how long it's been. You know, you get over the emotional distress and you move on. Things like that are part of the reason you're glad you never have a relationship with anyone. What are you, Ace? Your best mate got dumped after years yesterday. You don't know what to do because you're also really good friends now with his ex. She did block him, but the problem is, like, Verizon, her cell carrier, like, unblocks people's phones after, like, a couple weeks or something. Just for being by yourself. Fair enough. This guy has a new girlfriend. He's trying to roleplay with my sister now. So, in that situation, AT217, what I would do is stop talking to his ex and support him. Like, if he's your best mate, I feel like he would be more important to me than his ex, and being there to support him is pretty important. It's tough when, you know, relationships like that end, but, I feel like just being a good friend and supportive at that point in time. It's a master mode? This is an expert mode. It wouldn't really be much different in master mode. More HP in master mode? Yeah, it would take longer. That's about the main thing. The cultist, the most notable thing would be that the purple ball attacks would do a bit more damage, but, like, we're already really stable. Feel bad for her as well. She was nice and supportive. She took her to the hospital after she got jumped and fucked up. I mean, relationships end, people move about, you meet new people. You know, sometimes people are nice, but, you know, for one reason or another, you just can't really justify being their friend anymore. How would you feel if reading this message made you hit a decoy? Mildly annoyed. What happened to the dog? Oh, yeah, so after the dog, she essentially told him that the dog is technically adopted in her name, which could potentially lead to problems down the line. But she told him, point blank, I am not caring for this dog. You can either rehome this dog or I'm taking it to get put down. The dog was rehomed somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not the dog's fault, but, like, it would be completely impossible for her to take care of a dog, and nor does she have the time to try to rehome it, and she never wanted the dog in the first place. It's entirely his responsibility. And that ultimatum did work, so the puppy did get rehomed. Because essentially he was trying to, one, force her to take the dog, and two, take one of her two cats. My brother recently moved out and got a dog, and it's like 6 pounds and super tiny, but it really likes biting holes into his hands. Ugh. I'm not very big on dogs. I feel like the only situation I would have a dog in is, I would not be interested in having a dog that's, like, living indoors. If I had property of my own with a spacious backyard in which a dog could be outside most of the time, I might consider getting a dog there, but that's about the only way I could see myself having a dog. They are just too loud and destructive. And I'm not a fan of small dogs. I would only want, like, a medium or larger dog. A falling star must have hit him. Did I... What? Did I miss something? Wait. No, a falling star didn't hit him. Why was... A falling star hit something. What did the falling star hit? Aren't I a little cat boy? Literal cat boy? Yeah, I mean... To be fair, I don't actually like cats that much either. Cats are fine. I'm more a fan of reptiles, though. Probably an eye? There shouldn't be enemies able to spawn. Like, with this setup, nothing should be able to spawn. You enjoy taking walks for big dogs, or doing walks for big dogs? The constantly having to take care of a dog. Like, dogs are much higher maintenance than cats, and significantly more than reptiles. I can't do that high maintenance, sort of thing. I don't know what is that a type of dog? 8217? I'm not familiar with that breed. I don't really know dogs too well. Oh, German okay. Yeah, if I were to get a dog, it would be in the situation I previously described. And I would probably get, like... I like huskies a lot. But, like, I wouldn't even particularly want that, I feel like. I would rather get a cool reptile. I like reptile. Huskies are extremely loud and high maintenance. I'm aware. Skinks are really cool, yeah. Again, I'm aware. I do know what Huskies are, and the behavior that they engage in, and the care that they require. But, like, that is the only dog that I would be interested in owning. And like I said, the only situation I would be interested in doing it would be if I had a property that had a large amount of open space outside. Who is girl with the dogs? What does that mean? He's a YouTuber who grooms dogs. Okay. An old cat is nice to take care of. I mean, if you get an old cat, I feel like you are, you know, accepting the fact that they're going to die soon. And, like, you're probably not going to get too emotionally attached to them. Like, there's a big difference between, you know, adopting a cat that's 13 years old that's probably going to die in a couple years, and getting a cat that's, like, 2 years old and then having them die, you know, after you've had them for, you know, 13, 14 years. Okay, we've probably got about an hour left. Maybe a little more than an hour. But... when I eventually have my own place and my sister takes the cats, will I get any? No, I don't really want to have a cat. Having fur-bearing animals inside is just a recipe for everything you own being covered in fur. Like, I don't want all of my possessions doused in cat hair. Having a cat also severely restricts your ability to have and let out other more exotic animals. Like, if you have a cat, you both, like, can't have a lot of reptiles in places near the cat goes because they'll just harass the reptile, and it's difficult to take them out. If you have a cat, you know, good fucking luck trying to own, like, a bird or something. I would much rather have, like, a bird than a cat. How's the gecko coexist with the cats? The cats do not go in my room for any reason at any point in time. African Great Parrot, I think, right? Two cats is a lot, yeah. Yeah, I can't stand having my things be covered in cat hair and cat fur. Get yourself a cat that doesn't shed. Sphinxes are the ugliest motherfuckers in existence. And, like, short-haired cats will still shed sometimes. They just don't shed as much. Falling Star? No. I don't want a walking ball sack with a tail, okay? I'm not getting a Sphinx. But like I said, like, the fur and shedding issue is really only one of several problems that I would have. Like, you can't have other pets if you have a cat, at least not responsibly. A lot of the times. Like, the cat is a danger to other pets that you have, and you can't take them out of their enclosures if a cat is potentially anywhere nearby in the house. And I would much rather have other small animals. I don't like having to deal with, like, litter boxes and animals being all over all of my things all the time. I'd rather they were in, you know, enclosures and I could take them out when I wanted to. Like I said, Phantom, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be there, but you don't have to keep complaining about it not being exciting. You enjoy cuddling things? Buy a body pillow. I mean, I'm fairly certain I knew what you were going to say, Bismarck. Like, you already implied it strongly enough. You were going to say that, actually, maybe if it was a body pillow of me. Those were the words that were going to come out of my mouth. Out of your mouth. No? Then prove it. No, that's definitely what you were going to say, Bismarck. Yeah, the boss health bars are a little bit off. Visually, that one does look a lot smaller than 1/8, which is how much we have left. It's probably just a scaling issue, though. Okay, down below 6K. Can't see the health bar because your phone refuses to go above 144p. Oh, that sucks. Do I have any hard, undeniable proof that you would have said that, Bismarck? Yes, every conversation I have ever had with you in the past. It'd slip a judge $200 and they'd consider it admissible in a court of law. I would bribe a judge. I think that's a harsh word. So, with such a negative connotation, I'm not bribing the judge. I'm just, you know, bribing him. Is there a blue lizard body pillow? Yeah, sure. Took you a long time to come up with that response. What was that, like 5 or 6 minutes? That's the best you could come up with? Yeah, normalize giving large sums of money to judges. Like, what's weird about that? If it can happen to Supreme Court justices, why can't I do it? Like, who's really gonna change a decision they would make based on a couple $1 million, right? Okay, I don't really care if they die. John Tomiwami? Yo, what kind of waffles? Clover. I go chocolate chip. Well, there was this commercial that I saw, this advertisement about like these Eggo grab-and-go waffles. That like you threw in like the microwave or something, and they were like in a packet, and then you just like grab them and eat them, but like they were tiny. And my sister and I looked up the price, and like a box of 4 tiny-ass grab-and-go waffles or whatever costed like $5 or something, I think. Never had Eggos. They're any good? Not particularly. They're cheap. But they're nowhere near as good as like an actual waffle. Yeah, Eggos are average. And by average, I don't mean like a, 7 out of 10, like Clover said. I would give it like a 5 out of 10. Like, is it edible? Yeah, I'm not gonna like, feel sick eating it. Do I particularly want it? Meh. Waffles or pancakes? Pancakes have higher highs and lower lows. Waffles are more consistent. I would generally prefer a waffle, but I think a really good pancake is gonna outdo a really good waffle. Would I trust you to make me homemade waffles? No. Crepes are a different story. Are pancakes thick in America? Define thick. I mean, it depends on what kind of pancake you make. Some people make smaller pancakes. Sometimes, I mean, when I was in college, I would just make like massive pancakes. I would get a whole ass like 8-inch pan, fill the whole thing with batter, and just make a jumbo pancake. As a meal. Pancakes that were paper thin? That's a figure of speech, right? Or are you talking about like a crepe? No, I would not call a crepe a pancake. No. Like, you wrap fillings in a crepe. And shit. Like, it's not. No, Shark Tales. Someday you're gonna try those maple syrup to show them cartoons like maple syrup with maple syrup butter. What do you eat your pancakes with, if not maple syrup and butter? Or do you just not have the pancakes like that? That's the only type of pancake that exists there. I mean, I wouldn't consider that to be a pancake. Like, I would consider that a crepe. But yes, we have thick pancakes in America. types of crepes. I mean, I feel like they're a completely different food. Like, you don't eat them with the same things or in the same way. You like a good cinnamon French toast? I do like French toast a lot, yeah. Sometimes put Nutella and whipped cream on your pancakes. I'm not a big fan of Nutella, I'm gonna be honest. I've just never really liked it. Do you have Shrove Tuesday Pancake Day in America? No, there generally are not food days in America. The most you'll get is sometimes as events, things might have like a Taco Tuesday. But there's not really like a day associated with any particular food. And like Taco Tuesdays are not things that most people have. It's just like, you know, an office might cater tacos on a Tuesday, or like a taco shop might have a promotional event on Tuesday that have cheaper tacos. But it's not like everyone just eats tacos on Tuesday. I mean, I eat tacos whenever the fuck I feel like. Femboy Friday? Femboys are not food. You gotta try tacos, but it seems like food is prone to making a mess. So there are two types of tacos. You have like soft shell tacos and hard shell tacos. Hard shell tacos, depending on the quality of the shell, is more prone to making a mess because the shell breaks and things fall out. If you have like a soft shell taco, those are generally not very messy. Yeah, exactly, Clover. Like, aren't hard shell ones more common? It depends. I prefer hard shells. Tacos are gross. They're the type of food you get at a toddler's birthday party. Okay, I'm sure plenty of toddlers serve pizza at their birthday party, but I still fucking love pizza. I'm not understanding your argument. Just because a kid likes something doesn't mean I can't like something. Tacos are fantastic. If you don't like tacos, I feel like you probably just had shitty tacos. The doner kebab? I haven't had a doner kebab. There was a doner shop, on campus, at my college, but I never went there because it was kind of expensive. I mean, honestly, I don't like chocolate that much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more fond of, like, fruit-flavored sweets than chocolate. Yeah, I had a... By the way, pro tip. I would suggest, whenever you're eating a food that you kind of eat out of habit, or that you're just kind of used to eating as like, oh, I eat this food a lot, I'm gonna get this, whether it be a snack, a meal, anything. I feel like it's a good idea to actually, like, eat it and taste it and decide, do I actually like the flavor of what I'm eating? Because that's a question that I've asked myself a few times in the past when eating food. And just deciding that, you know, I don't actually like the taste of this very much. Like, good example. I'd gotten some Nestle Toll House cookies to eat as a dessert with my sister the other day. And upon eating them, I realized these cookies aren't actually very good. There's something in them that, like, my body kind of craves. And, like, is satisfying to eat, but the flavor is not actually very good. Like, this is not a very good cookie. It's just, like, tricking my body into thinking that I want it. Or, like, a lot of sodas, I feel like, are like that, where, like, do I actually like the flavor of this? Or is it just, has something in it that my body is craving? I got American chocolate made it taste off. If you're talking like Hershey's chocolate is like low quality chocolate. It tastes much different than like chocolate you get overseas. If that's what you consider American chocolate, then yes, Hershey's chocolate is kind of weird. My opinion on I like cheese? Or is that supposed to be chess? I don't know what that means. John, tell me, mommy. Okay, what is I like cheese? Are you just asking what my opinion on cheese is? Why are the words I like there? Why are there no spaces between them? What does that mean? Small Terraria creator? I've never heard of them before. I don't have an opinion on them. I don't really watch content creators on YouTube. I do not have an opinion on virtually any Terraria creator because I don't really watch people on YouTube. You could ask me what my opinion on, like, I don't fucking know, Socrates, Terra Steel, or Shy Guy Mask, or Waffle Time, or Chippy, and my answer would be exactly the same as I like cheese, because I don't watch any of them. I don't have an opinion on any of them. They're the competition. I don't see why that would matter. In a strict sense, YouTube is a competitive environment where you're competing for other people, for, you know, viewers, but, I don't really see why that matters, or why that would make me want to watch them. I find it would be creatively dampening to watch other people, because you see ideas that other people have, and you're inclined to want to try to, unconsciously or consciously, mimic things that they do that you see are successful. And I don't like that feeling creatively. And I'd also rather spend my time doing things myself than watching other people. What would competing with them accomplish? Inherently, I am competing with them. That's how YouTube works. If you consider a viewer on YouTube to be commodity. You are competing with other people on YouTube as a creator to determine where that person goes. You know, there are 20 videos they might have available to them on a recommended page. They pick one of them. What determines which one they pick? Well, that's largely, you know, thumbnails, who they know, what they've watched in the past, clickbaity titles. Yeah, no, if more people watch Terraria, more people create Terraria, and then more Terraria content is watched. I disagree. I think that if I were to watch Terraria content, I would be doing that instead of creating Terraria content. I only have so much time. Like, if I were to watch other people, if I were to watch a 20-minute video, that would be 20 minutes I wouldn't spend doing something myself. It's just a waste of time. More people watch them than you. I think they're kind of out of your league. I mean, there's still competition. If you consider, like, Coca-Cola is still competing with, like, a local, beverage company producing a soda, in the grocery store supermarket. Because they're both things that a consumer might choose, even though one is drastically larger than the other. They are still competing with each other. No, why did my playlist stop? Did we? Why? YouTube keeps pausing my playlist of videos to play for some reason. Okay. Down below 4K. How's that chicken pot pie cooking? It smells really nice. It's not... The chicken pot pie itself hasn't been started yet. It's, I'm cooking the chicken in a slow cooker before putting it in the pie. Am I catching a cold? I think caught is probably the correct way to look at it. I don't think I'm in the process of catching it. What's chicken pot pie? You get the chicken, right, and then you put it in the pie, and you cook it. Alright, I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Star? No. Holy shit, it's like I'm in an industrial complex. Okay, we got about half an hour left. Yo, pretty close to done now. Sure wants to beat the cultist? Probably, yeah. I might do a little... I'm not going to fight the pillars. Like, make an actual attempt, because I'm going to close the game. Because I want to do other things, because I've had the game running for a long time and I haven't been able to play other stuff as a result. So I'm not going to actually start fighting the pillars yet. But I might look at the pillars and see how things feel, scope out the situation, what our options are for fighting them. But I'm not going to make an actual attempt at killing them yet. So it's going to be the hardest? Without a doubt, Nebula. I don't see any situation Nebula is not the hardest pillar. After this, do you want to play Roblox Hobby? Maybe. Maybe. I got about... So, my chicken's going to be done, round about, I think, 4:30, Eastern time. So, before 4:30 EST, I'd be available. I'd be down. I play Roblox. Clover, Marley, and Bismarck occasionally convince me to play Roblox. See, we got a damage spike again, but what? Hold on. I think I know what it is. 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 I think there's an enemy that's picked up a coin on the ground down there. And some falling stars are hitting that enemy, but it has too much HP to kill it, so it keeps getting more HP or something. I think that's what it is. I think after we fight the cultist, we're gonna go down there. There's gonna be like a... I don't know, a something with... with coins picked up that the falling star was hitting. Oh, that one was so close to hitting the cultist. And maybe we'll look at the Steam Summer Sale, together and see what kind of things we're looking at for options, since that might determine what we play, the next couple days. Okay, we've almost broken 3K. Dark Souls is on sale. I own all of the Dark Souls games. just like it. I both own and have 100%ed all of the Dark Souls games. Which Dark Souls were like the most? Dark Souls 1 is my favorite. And then Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 are interesting. I like Dark Souls 2 more, but I think Dark Souls 2 is a worse game than Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2 just has this charm and appeal to it. Whereas I feel like Dark Souls 3 lacks a lot of personality. And the art design in Dark Souls 3 just feels very bleh. I don't know what Astroneer is, Marley. And like, God, Dark Souls 2 can be frustrating at times. The design in it is really shitty in some areas. I think it is a worse game. But I usually have a more fun time playing Dark Souls 2. Because it's just has this property to it that's enjoyable. Is my mic too quiet? Is it? I can turn it up a little bit. Just you? Okay. It's always too quiet? How is it always too quiet? Like, listening back to my streams, I can usually hear myself perfectly fine at, like, 15-20% of my max volume? Are you guys just deaf? Do your speakers not... My streams and videos are a bit quieter than other videos people make, but it's not inaudible or anything. Well, I keep my things at a consistent audio level, or at least I try to. Because I don't want to go from one video of mine to another and have the audio quality be really inconsistent. And it's usually, the metric I use is how audible is it at, like, on my PC with my headset, is it easily heard at 20 out of 100 max volume? And if the answer is yes, then I usually stick with that audio level, and I adjust it to fit that metric. And obviously I can't do that on streams, but I'm just looking at the sound level going through OBS. I'm hitting a pretty good audio level. It doesn't look like I'm quiet. Okay, 2,500. If you're listening through speakers, I imagine the teleportation sound is quieter than my voice. Well, I would hope the game wouldn't be drowning out my voice. I would think the issue would be with, like, the music. I mean, I'm not, like, deep-throating my microphone like I was when I was, reading stuff. Now you're consciously hearing the teleporter sound? I'm sorry. The music is really quiet. Well, this song is quiet. Like this part of the song. This is like the outskirts track. With the noises. Urban jungle, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. No, not meowing, it's the sound. That's not, no, that's the... Look, this is Listen to that. What game should you get from the Steam Summer Sale? Oh god, game started there. Don't like that very much. Sex with Hitler sucks, don't buy it. It's from Mage Master Mode Mechs. Which mech are you struggling with? I said Sex with Hitler sucks, don't buy it. The game. It sucks. It's a bad game. It's a game on Steam. I played it. It sucks. Can't make any progress on anything. What weapon are you using? And what's your armor? Did I buy it? Yeah. I mean, it's not expensive, but, like, it sucks. Meteor Staff and Golden Shower with Adamantite set. Okay. The Meteor Staff is fine against the Destroyer. The Golden Shower... you should not use against the Destroyer. If you're fighting the Destroyer, don't use the Golden Shower. If you're not fighting the Destroyer, your weapons are shit. Ideally, Sky Fracture, Crystal Serpent, Crystal Storm. I think there's one other one that I'm forgetting that's decent. For the Twins and Prime. I mean, the Destroyer is immune to Ichor, so Golden Shower does nothing, and the Golden Shower does not have very good piercing, and the Destroyer specifically has a damage resistance against the Golden Shower. That is the Destroyer's expert mode ability, is a damage resistance against the Golden Shower weapon specifically, which is incredibly specific. Don't use the Golden Shower on the Destroyer. Well, it'll be a solid, like, 20 minutes, Clover. Actually, probably like more like 30 or 40. No, the Golden Shower is a mage weapon, so by default I don't like it. Electron is pretty good. I mean, Meteor Shower is sufficient. Like, Meteor Shower is fine for Destroyer. But for other mechs, you don't want to use the Meteor Shower. If you kill another mech first, you can do the Old One's Army and get the Tomb of Infinite Wisdom, which just absolutely annihilates the Destroyer. Mage is a little overrated, though. Who overrates Mage? Where are they? I need to teach them a lesson. Where are these people? Give me names. Give me numbers. Addresses. What's your opinion on the 3 magic missile weapons despite the fact they are magic? They're mage weapons. I don't like them. Hey, yeah, yep. Yeah, no, this is, I think at this point we're probably at like 105, 110 hours of in-game time. I do remember that, yeah, Sharktails. I do an Obama impression? No. I can't just pull an impression off the cuff. Like, impressions are things that if you practice, I might be able to make a semi-decent impression. But I don't have just a practiced Obama impression that I can just pull out of nowhere and do. This is less painful than playing the game as a mage would be. I'd rather use the Lawnmower than like a Razor Blade Typhoon or Bubble Gun. Can we see your unpracticed Obama impression? No. You can do a good Obama impression. He's one of the funnest people to do an impression of. Okay. I... 1,000 HP left? No, 1,500 left. That's 50% higher than the number you said. Magic cool? No. 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 But if Catboys were the product of magic, doesn't mean I have to like what they came from. Like, I can acknowledge, oh shit. Why use magic when you can use gun? '21st century. Does gun come with its own meter that goes down when you use it? Yes, it's called your ammunition. It's a number that's listed underneath the gun sprite. Back in your day, the Tarot Blade was seen as the best weapon. What day was that? Very early 1.2? Mobile? Was the Tarot Blade different on mobile? Ages and ages to go on mobile. So this would have been like pre-Duke Fishron. Like 1.2 mobile. Go from the days of Tizona with Dragon Armor was the best. I'd never played the non-PC version, so I'm not familiar with those items. Back in your day, the Tarot Blade is actually good. Is today your day? Because I mean, the Tarot Blade is good. Do you remember your brother saying the Tarot Blade is the best, but he isn't the best source? Anything 1.2.4 onward, Tarot Blade was not the best because Duke Fishron's drops absolutely kicked the ass of the Tarot Blade. Even mid 1.2, like the influx waiver from Motions, Motions 1.2, right? Or were they 1.3? Honestly, I forget. The moons, though, some of the weapons from the moons, I feel like, mage weapons with Spectre things, Razor Pine, Blizzard Staff, stuff like that. The Tarot Blade was really underwhelming before the 1.4.4 rework. Okay, 1,000 left. I feel like a good example of how lazy of a boss Akram is the fact that his fucking name is just the name of the guy who made the boss backwards. I never did fish run. I don't plan to do fish run or the Empress of Light. Like, this run is not very exciting or interesting. Don't you fucking kill the... Okay. That falling star almost hit the cultist. If he stole my kill. Yeah, I have no intentions of doing Empress or fish run. They're not going to be fun or interesting. They're going to take a very long time. Don't... these falling stars are really cutting it close with the cultists. Falling stars give you some PTSD after playing on the Zenith seed. I mean, the falling stars will kill me on this seed, too. This is Don't Dig Up. They are lethal to me. The worst ice cream flavor? So I'm only gonna go with, like, standard ice cream flavors because, like, you can get some wild ice cream flavors. I can't stand mint ice cream. Mint ice cream fucking sucks. Why doesn't Lunatic Cultist have a treasure bag? Well, he has, like, no notable drops. Like, he drops one thing. The Ancient Manipulator. That's it. I feel like a large reason for treasure bags is to give multiplayer players each the drops from the boss, but, like, the cultist doesn't even drop anything anyway. Saying that the cultist technically has a treasure bag... Like, no, the cultist does not have a treasure bag. It's not implemented. Like, it doesn't technically have a treasure bag. There's an unimplemented bag, but it's not used. It's not in the game. He doesn't have a treasure bag. What should cultist's expert item be? No lemon ice cream is good? I've never had no lemon. Actually, I guess most of the ice cream I've had is no lemon. Okay, 500 to go. I mean, I feel like an accessory that summons, like, an ancient vision, or summons ancient visions to attack for you would probably make sense, but that's basically what the Spore Sack and Bone Helm do, just at a different stage of the game. That's the thing that I think would make the most sense. Get fixed boy lawnmower only? Not possible. You would not be able to get past the wall of flesh. You can barely manage to get past the wall of flesh on a regular world in classic mode. Any difficulty above that is not going to happen. Yeah, we're pretty close. The cultist still has like a pixel left in his health bar, though. You can see that little sliver of red. Don't fuck it up? I'm not gonna fuck it up. You're forgetting the wall of flesh, Lemon SG. Probably the biggest. No, I don't think the cultist really needs an expert mode drop. Like, I don't think in his current position there's an issue with his loot. I don't think he needs drops. He's literally just a mini-boss to gate the pillar event. Okay, 108. Good track to end on. This is a threat theme. Which threat theme is this? It's not garbage wastes, is it? Is this garbage wastes? It is garbage wastes? Okay. One more cycle. And he's dead. Okay. Get this out of here. Give me my banner. Okay. Let's go back home. Am I going for Moonlord? Not today, but like I'm gonna kill the Moonlord. Oh wait. They don't dig up pillars on the surface? I thought... Wait, is it for the worthy that puts them underground then? Oh yeah, the coin enemy. Huh. I haven't played For the Worthy since 1.4.4, I think. Isn't it Drunk that puts them underground? I don't think so. No, them being on the surface makes it easier. Like, drastically easier. Actually, no, I don't see anything with a coin. I don't know what the hell it was then. I don't know what was causing my DPS to go up then. I I have no qualms with doing this, I think. If we just like hang out, falling stones will kill things. And even if we don't hang out, like, falling stones will kill the pillars properly. Like, those will get killed. A Milky Way. Why can that hit me? I really like this flow invader to fuck off. Yeah, like, that killed a couple of things. Please leave me alone, floaty ghost. Why? God, this guy's a jackass. Splash damage. We're doing some of the pillars now? No, I'm just messing around to see, what we can get done pillar-wise. Reasonably. Oh, come on. No, come here. Come here, Sal. Come here. Come here, Sal. Come on. Okay. Yeah, if I just do something like this, like, I can kill cells, easily enough, and then doing this, I could, take out the shields. And then if I just wait long enough, falling stars will fall to hit the pillar. Since they're on the surface. God, this flow invader. Let me, do this. Yeah, this cell will be the last thing I do. I'm just doing this to see what happens when we kill it. Yeah, this is basically what the pillars are going to entail. And I'm probably going to do them off stream for the large part, because of that. Because this is not going to be at all interesting or exciting. What about the rest of the pillars? I mean, just the same thing. Like, find an enemy, isolate it, kill it. All of the enemies have... All the pillars have enemies that stay on the ground that you can pull out. Yeah, but I mean, I've only killed one thing, team. Or I guess two things with a falling star. Like, that's why we're not killing a lot of things. The only reason I'm doing this is to see what happens. Yeah. See? That's not that bad. The thing that would be painful, Sloob, is dealing with people asking annoying questions in chat. The thing itself is not that annoying. The repetitive thing is people in chat. That's more tedious to deal with. F? I mean, I wasn't trying not to die. I pretty explicitly established that I was not trying to actually kill things. I wanted to see what happened when I killed a cell in that environment. And it did pretty much what I wanted it to do. So starters would be super easy. Yeah. We are at 1 hour, 3 minutes... Oh, 103 hours, 49 minutes, 35 seconds. I will be back... I don't know when I'm going to play Terraria again. I'm probably going to be streaming something else the next 2 days. I know Moonlord is impossible. Why would Moonlord be impossible? That doesn't make any sense. Explain to me right now why Moonlord would be impossible. You were joking? Well, you're not very good at comedy. Yeah, I'll be back streaming tomorrow and Saturday, and then Terraria whenever I get around to killing all the pillars. Bye, everyone.